Welcome to Let Me Share a Fun Fact, where we dive deep into the world of the curious, the unexpected, and the downright fascinating. Today, we're embarking on a journey through the incredible lives of our four-legged friends, dogs. Whether they're detecting diseases, communicating without barking, or catching your yawns, dogs are far more than just loyal companions. They're complex, intelligent, and sometimes downright surprising creatures with abilities and traits that will leave you in awe. So, get ready to uncover some mind-blowing facts about dogs that you might not have known. Let's jump right in! Dogs have an amazing ability to sniff out diseases. Dogs are more than just our loyal companions, they're also incredibly skilled at detecting illnesses. These four-legged detectives have a remarkable ability to sniff out certain types of cancer, diabetes, and even the onset of seizures in humans. How do they do it? A dog's nose is packed with over 300 million scent receptors, compared to a human's mere 5 million. This extraordinary olfactory power allows them to detect volatile organic compounds, VOCs, which are released by diseased cells in the body. For example, some dogs have been trained to detect lung cancer simply by smelling a person's breath. In the case of diabetes, they can sense changes in blood sugar levels, often alerting their owners before a dangerous hypoglycemic event occurs. This life-saving skill isn't something that can be taught to every dog, but those with the right temperament and training can become invaluable partners in the early detection of serious health issues. Dogs sweat through their paws. Unlike humans, who sweat from glands located all over the body, dogs have a much more specialized way of keeping cool. They sweat primarily through the pads of their paws, which contain the only sweat glands in their bodies. This might seem surprising, especially given how active dogs can be, but it's true. When a dog is hot, the sweat on their paw pads helps to cool them down as it evaporates. However, because this method of sweating is not as effective as human sweating, dogs rely more on panting to regulate their body temperature. Panting allows them to evaporate moisture from their tongue, mouth, and upper respiratory tract, which in turn cools their blood. So, the next time you see your dog's paw prints on the floor after a walk, you'll know it's not just dirt, it's also a little bit of sweat. Dogs have a sense of smell 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than humans. A dog's sense of smell is nothing short of extraordinary. While humans rely heavily on sight to navigate the world, dogs use their noses. Their sense of smell is estimated to be between 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours. This incredible olfactory capability is due to their highly developed olfactory system, which includes a larger olfactory bulb and hundreds of millions of scent receptors. To put it into perspective, dogs can detect substances at concentrations of 1 part per trillion. This means they can pick up on scents that are completely imperceptible to us. Whether it's tracking a missing person, detecting explosives, or simply finding a lost toy, dogs' noses are finely tuned instruments. This powerful sense of smell also plays a crucial role in how dogs perceive and interact with the world around them, allowing them to identify other animals, people, and even emotional states through scent alone. Dogs can learn up to 250 words and gestures. Dogs are more than just good boys, they're also quite intelligent. Research has shown that the average dog can learn between 165 and 250 words and gestures, putting them on par with a 2-year-old human child in terms of vocabulary. Some breeds, such as the Border Collie, are particularly adept at understanding and responding to human commands. These dogs can differentiate between a wide variety of words and even complex instructions. For instance, a Border Collie named Chaser was famously trained to recognize over 1,000 different objects by name, as well as to understand simple sentences and commands. This level of cognitive ability highlights not just a dog's intelligence, but also their strong desire to communicate and work alongside humans. Through positive reinforcement and consistent training, dogs can learn a vast array of behaviors, from basic obedience to intricate tricks and tasks, making them not only beloved companions but also highly capable partners. Dogs have 3 eyelids. Dogs have an intriguing anatomical feature that not everyone is aware of: a third eyelid. This additional eyelid, known as the nictitating membrane, serves several important functions. Located in the inner corner of the eye, the nictitating membrane acts as a protective barrier, shielding the eye from dirt, debris, and potential injuries. It also helps to keep the eye moist by spreading tears across the surface, which is crucial for maintaining healthy vision. Unlike the upper and lower eyelids, the third eyelid moves horizontally across the eye and is often more visible when a dog is sleepy or unwell. In some cases, the third eyelid can also serve as an indicator of a dog's health. If it's more prominent than usual, it might be a sign of an underlying condition that needs veterinary attention. This unique adaptation is just one of the many ways that dogs are biologically equipped to thrive in their environments. Every dog's nose is unique. Just like human fingerprints, a dog's nose is entirely unique. The intricate patterns of ridges and creases on a dog's nose create a distinct print that can be used to identify them. This uniqueness is so reliable that some dog organizations and breeders use nose prints for identification purposes, much like fingerprints are used in humans. The nose's texture, combined with its wetness, allows for a detailed imprint that can be captured on paper or in a database. Beyond its uniqueness, the nose is one of the most essential tools a dog has. It's their primary way of exploring the world, identifying other animals, and even recognizing the emotional state of people around them. The next time you look at your dog's nose, remember that you're looking at something as singular as a snowflake. No two are exactly alike. Enjoying these fun facts? If you're loving what you're learning, make sure to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing to Let Me Share a Fun Fact, you'll stay in the loop with more amazing content that'll keep you curious and entertained. Don't miss out, subscribe now and join our community of fact lovers. Dogs can see colors, but in a limited way. It's a common misconception that dogs see the world in black and white. In reality, dogs do see colors, but their perception is much more limited compared to humans. While we experience a vibrant spectrum of colors, dogs primarily see shades of blue and yellow. This difference is due to the number and types of cones in their retinas. Humans have 3 types of cones that allow us to perceive red, green, and blue, while dogs have only 2, enabling them to see mainly blues and yellows. Colors like red and green are difficult for dogs to distinguish, and they might appear as a form of grayish-brown. This type of color vision is similar to what humans with red-green color blindness experience. Despite this limitation, dogs' ability to perceive contrast and movement is superior to ours, which is why they excel at spotting moving objects, even in low light. So, while their world may not be as colorful as ours, it's still full of visual richness, just in a different way. Dogs have a strong instinct to protect. Don't let their size fool you. Dogs, regardless of breed or stature, often possess a powerful instinct to protect their owners. This protective nature can be seen across all breeds, from the mighty Mastiff to the tiny Chihuahua. Dogs are naturally territorial creatures, and their loyalty to their human family makes them vigilant guardians of both their home and the people they love. Even the smallest dogs can display fierce protectiveness when they sense a threat, often barking or growling to ward off perceived dangers. This behavior is deeply rooted in their ancestry, where pack loyalty and protection were vital for survival. For many dog owners, this instinct provides a comforting sense of security, knowing that their canine companion is always looking out for them. While not all dogs are trained as guard dogs, the innate drive to protect is something that many dogs exhibit, making them not only loving companions but also reliable defenders. Dogs are direct descendants of wolves. Every domesticated dog, from the towering Great Dane to the diminutive Pomeranian, shares a common ancestor with wolves. Genetic studies have confirmed that all modern dogs are descendants of a now extinct population of wolves. This ancient connection dates back thousands of years when humans began domesticating wolves, leading to the development of the diverse range of dog breeds we have today. Over time, selective breeding shaped these wild animals into the dogs we know and love, with traits suited to various human needs, such as hunting, herding, and companionship. Despite the differences in appearance and temperament between wolves and domestic dogs, many of the behaviors that dogs exhibit today, such as pack mentality, territoriality, and social structure, are remnants of their wild ancestors. This deep-rooted connection is why some dogs still howl like wolves or exhibit other wolf-like behaviors. Understanding this lineage helps us appreciate the incredible journey from wild predator to beloved pet. Dogs have a wider field of vision than humans. One of the many remarkable things about dogs is their ability to see more of the world around them than humans can. While the average human has a field of vision of about 180 degrees, dogs can see approximately 250 degrees around them, depending on the breed. This wider field of vision is due to the placement of their eyes on the sides of their heads, which allows them to detect movement and potential threats from a broader range. However, this comes at the cost of less depth perception compared to humans, as their eyes have less overlap in the field of view. This wider visual range is particularly beneficial for hunting and spotting predators, which would have been essential survival skills for their ancestors. For modern dogs, this means they're excellent at noticing things in their environment that might go unnoticed by humans, making them incredibly aware of their surroundings at all times. The largest dog ever recorded was a Great Dane named Zeus. In the world of dogs, size varies greatly, but one dog stood above the rest, literally. Zeus, a Great Dane from Michigan, holds the title of the tallest dog ever recorded. Standing at a towering 1.12 meters, 44 inches, at the shoulder and over 2 meters, 7 feet, tall when standing on his hind legs, Zeus was a gentle giant. Despite his imposing size, Zeus was known for his calm and friendly demeanor, making him a beloved member of his family and a local celebrity. Great Danes are known for their impressive stature, but Zeus was truly exceptional. His size brought both challenges and joys, as he required a substantial amount of food and space to accommodate his larger-than-life presence. Sadly, like many giant breeds, Great Danes have relatively short lifespans, and Zeus passed away at the age of 5. However, his legacy lives on as a reminder of the incredible diversity within the canine world, where giants like Zeus can captivate our imaginations. Dogs can understand human tone of voice. Dogs are incredibly attuned to human emotions, and much of this sensitivity comes from their ability to understand tone of voice. Studies have shown that dogs don't just respond to the words we say, but to how we say them. They can distinguish between different tones, whether a voice is happy, angry, or neutral, and respond accordingly. For instance, a dog is likely to become excited and wag its tail when hearing a cheerful tone, even if the actual words spoken are unrelated to something enjoyable. Conversely, a stern or angry tone might cause a dog to cower or exhibit submissive behavior, regardless of the words used. This ability to interpret tone makes dogs exceptionally good at reading human emotions, allowing them to react in ways that strengthen the bond between them and their owners. It's this deep connection and understanding that make dogs such empathetic and responsive companions, always in tune with the emotional state of their human friends. The Basenji, the dog that doesn't bark. The Basenji, often referred to as the barkless dog, is truly unique in the canine world. Unlike other breeds, Basenjis don't bark in the traditional sense. Instead, they produce a sound that is more akin to a yodel, often described as a buroo. This distinctive vocalization is due to the unusual shape of their larynx, which affects how air flows through their vocal cords. The Basenji's yodeling isn't just a quirky trait, it's also a reflection of the breed's ancient origins. Hailing from Central Africa, the Basenji was originally used as a hunting dog, where its quiet nature was an asset. In the dense forests, being stealthy was crucial, and the Basenji's ability to communicate without barking made it an effective partner in the hunt. Despite their silence, Basenjis are far from mute. They use a variety of sounds, including yodels, whines, and even a unique form of growling, to express themselves. This makes them a fascinating and expressive breed, beloved by those who appreciate their one-of-a-kind personality. The world's oldest dog, Bluey, the Australian cattle dog. Bluey, an Australian cattle dog, holds the record for the oldest dog ever documented. Born in 1910, Bluey lived an astonishing 29 years and 5 months, an age far surpassing the average lifespan of most dogs. During his nearly 3 decades of life, Bluey worked as a herding dog on a cattle ranch, which might have contributed to his long life, given the physical activity and fresh air he enjoyed daily. Bluey's longevity has fascinated dog lovers and researchers alike, sparking interest in the factors that contribute to a dog's lifespan. While genetics certainly play a role, Bluey's lifestyle, which included a diet suited to his work and environment, likely also contributed to his extraordinary age. His record has stood for decades, and although many dogs have lived long lives, none have come close to Bluey's remarkable achievement. His legacy endures as a testament to the resilience and vitality of dogs, particularly those bred for active, working lives. Dogs have the intelligence of a 2-year-old child. When it comes to intelligence, dogs are more than just trainable, they're capable of reasoning, problem-solving, and even understanding human emotions. Research has shown that the average dog has the cognitive abilities of a 2-year-old child. This means they can grasp simple concepts, learn a variety of words and commands, and even recognize basic shapes and colors. Dogs can count, understand cause and effect relationships, and solve simple puzzles, demonstrating a level of intelligence that goes beyond basic obedience. Their emotional intelligence is also noteworthy. Dogs are adept at reading human facial expressions and body language, allowing them to respond to our moods and emotions. This intelligence, combined with their natural desire to please, makes dogs such effective companions and working animals. Whether it's learning a new trick, navigating an agility course, or just figuring out how to get that treat out of a toy, dogs continually impress us with their mental agility and ability to connect with us on a deeper level. Dogs can detect changes in the weather. Have you ever noticed your dog acting strangely before a storm? Many dogs have an uncanny ability to sense changes in the weather before they happen. This is due to their acute sensitivity to changes in barometric pressure, which often precedes a shift in weather patterns. Dogs can also detect subtle changes in the smell of the air, which can indicate an approaching storm. Some dogs may become anxious, restless, or even clingy when they sense an impending storm, while others might hide or seek comfort from their owners. This weather sensitivity is thought to be a survival mechanism inherited from their wild ancestors, who relied on these cues to seek shelter before severe weather hit. In modern times, this ability can serve as an early warning system for pet owners, giving them a heads up to prepare for changes in the weather. Whether it's a thunderstorm, a drop in temperature, or an approaching tornado, dogs' weather sensing abilities are just another example of their remarkable connection to the natural world. Dogs sleep an average of 12 to 14 hours a day. If you've ever wondered why your dog seems to sleep so much, you're not alone. On average, dogs sleep between 12 and 14 hours a day, with puppies, older dogs, and larger breeds often sleeping even more. This sleep is crucial for their health and well-being, as it helps them to recharge and maintain their energy levels. Unlike humans, who typically have one long period of sleep at night, dogs' sleep patterns are more segmented, with periods of rest scattered throughout the day and night. Larger breeds, like Great Danes and Mastiffs, tend to sleep more because their bodies require more rest to support their size. On the other hand, smaller breeds and highly active dogs might sleep less during the day, but they still need plenty of downtime to recover from their energetic activities. So, the next time you see your dog napping, remember that they're not just being lazy, they're doing what's necessary to stay healthy and happy. Dogs can catch yawns from humans. Yawning might seem like a simple reflex, but it turns out that dogs are just as susceptible to it as humans are, and they can catch yawns from us. This phenomenon, known as contagious yawning, is a sign of empathy and social bonding. Studies have shown that dogs are more likely to yawn after seeing a human yawn, especially if that person is someone they know well. This response is thought to be linked to the strong social connection between dogs and humans, as yawning in response to another's yawn is seen as a form of emotional synchronization. Interestingly, not all animals exhibit this behavior. Contagious yawning is most commonly observed in species with close social bonds, like primates and, of course, dogs. So, if you find yourself yawning around your dog and notice them doing the same, it's not just a coincidence, it's a sign of the deep empathy and connection they share with you. And there you have it, some of the most intriguing and surprising facts about dogs, our ever-faithful companions. Whether it's their ability to detect changes in the weather or their unique way of showing empathy by catching our yawns, these fun facts remind us just how extraordinary dogs truly are. But now, we want to hear from you. Which of these facts did you already know, and which one did you find the most fascinating? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more amazing facts from around the world. Thanks for watching. Let me share a fun fact. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our world.